this winter hasn't been the best for me. I do have seasonal affective disorder anyway. But I don't know, this year it just seems to have been a lot worse. And so I was looking for a deck that maybe I could use to shine some light in the darkness. And this one's appealing to me. And so I thought, let's have a look at this together. And immediately, I don't know if you can see this, if it's coming up on camera. Yes, there. Do you see these rays of light here? And this image sort of reminds me of a Queen of Swords type energy. So an energy that's going to cut through this darkness and take us into the light. And that's an energy that I would really like to tap into at this time. Just before the spring, really, isn't it? I mean, we're just coming into spring. In fact, there's sunshine outside. We've had so many days of rain. We've had so much bad news. It's still going on. It's all very scary. And so, yeah, let's get some light in this darkness. It says on the pack, welcome to a place of warmth and wonder. This 44 card oracle deck invites you to embrace the balance of light and shadow within yourself, discovering the strength, wisdom and magic that reside in your heart. So written by Serene Keneally, and I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Practical Magic, and featuring luminous artwork by Cecilia G.F. Light in the darkness is your companion and confidant through life's twists and shades, helping you release burdens, navigate challenges and uncover the boundless hidden truths you already hold. These cards will illuminate your inner light, empower your self-worth and awaken the courage to shine authentically. And with every draw, explore your own radiance, embrace your wholeness and find the stars that guide you throughout the night, or through the night. So we've got 44 cards, a 192-page coloured guidebook, and then we've got some images from the deck here on the bottom in spot gloss, which is very, very nice. 2-part box. This is by Blue Angel. I love Blue Angel decks. I don't know why. One of my favourite publishers is Blue Angel. Always has been. So it is this year. It is a new deck out on the market. And this box is like a dark chocolate colour. Your light is a beacon. And we've got these radiating shafts of light here, like we did on the front. Okay. This feels a little gothic already. Okay. Yeah, it does. It feels sort of Victorian Gothic. Do you like Victorian Gothic? Let's take the cards out of this paper band, which has left a mark on the edge. The edges are not gilded. It's, look at it for size. Oh, we've got this candle radiating light here. It's going with the theme of the deck. There's a Rider-Waite-Smith to show you how big the size of the card is. Excuse the thumb mark. Well used deck. So let's have a quick look at the guidebook first. Or as it says, Oracle Companion Book. So again, we've got this sort of brown aesthetic. It's a beautiful colour. Very rich. It's an oracle of hope and transformation. Look at this with the little cat and the raven. And again, we've got this radiating light out. And this dark aesthetic in the background. And a sword. So I wonder if this sword's going to feature throughout the deck. Okay, table of contents. We've got a welcome page or two, meeting your cards, how to use the cards, and then the messages about the author and about the artist. And this individual is looking straight at us, very confrontational. Welcome, friend. Come draw a chair up to the fire and gaze into the dancing orange flames. It's chilly outside and midnight dark, but in here, all is cosy and toasty warm. That sounds lovely and welcoming, doesn't it? Soak in the comfort of the flickering candlelight as it illuminates what is in your heart. A light so bright, it is a beacon for others and should be a source of strength for you too. It can be hard to recognise though, since so many of us look outside ourselves for validation. We refuse to imagine ourselves through the other people's eyes, instead falling back on our own self-critical summation. And when times seem dark, it can be even harder to see our own worth, our own sparkle, our own light. But it is there, just waiting for you to acknowledge it, accept it, and integrate it, so you can start shining your beautiful light outwards as well as within. In troubled times, it's important to find your own light. And we do find ourselves in troubled times at the moment, don't we? To allow challenges to push you forward rather than stay stuck where you are, and to ponder the things you hide and those you must let go of, secrets, grief, shame and pain, all conceal themselves in the darkness. But you have the power within you to spotlight them with your radiance and force them to the surface for examination, where you can nurture and heal your heart as well as your soul. Don't worry though that darkness itself is bad or negative or against the light. It's not. It's an intrinsic part of the natural world, of everyone and everything. Both are necessary and healing and complement each other. And on it goes. Okay, so meeting new cards, and there's ways to welcome your cards into your life. So we can use incense smoke, which I do. We can place a large quartz crystal on top of it. There's one. Let's put that there just for now, before we look at the deck. We can leave it out under the full moon to charge for a night. I'm not a fan of doing that, actually. My cards are too precious. Leave them outside. You can cup the deck between your hands to charge it with your own energy. Hold it to your heart and pour Reiki or another healing energy into it. Thumb through the deck, touching each card so it receives your vibration. And shuffle well. And then we've got some readings, one card, a multi-card. So 2 cards. We've got lots of examples where we can just use 2 cards. Again, we've got examples of using 3 cards. We've got a year ahead, a 5 card, an affirmation. It's all about how to write affirmations. Invoking goddesses or gods. There we go. And then we're into the messages. So what do we get in the messages? Okay, so we get some italic text for an overall energy of the deck. The actual message, helpful deities. So for card 1, be your own guiding light, we call on Kali. And then we've got some affirmations. That's cool. Okay. So same for every card. About the author, about the artist, and some blank pages if you want to put notes in there. And then we've got some other decks produced by Blue Angel. So Bone, Stone and Earth Flesh, I've done a walkthrough of this one. Soul Reflections, same, I've done a walkthrough of. I haven't got these 2. I'm interested in the Oracle of Vampire Fae, but I'm going to hold off on it for a little while, because I am actually, fun fact, okay, I am reading the whole series of the Vampire Diaries by Anne Rice. Lestat is with me at at the moment. I'm on book 5 at the moment, so I'm very much into vampire lore. I think it's just great fun to read those books, and you actually start to empathise with Lestat. I mean, at first in the very first book, which was made into a film, Interview with the Vampire, I found that film to be very hard to watch. Actually, I didn't really enjoy it. But since they've done the remake and the series, the Sam Reed, I'm hooked. I think it's fantastic. And of course, I've got Tarot of Vampires, which I've had for many, many years. So yeah, I'm quite into this dark aesthetic. I've got lots of other decks. I've got dark aesthetic as well. But I want to, as I said at the beginning of this video, find that light within the darkness. So let's see what this deck has to offer. So this looks very much like one of those vampires hype images, doesn't it, with all this dark gothic architecture in the background here. Again, we've got the sword. I am wondering if this sword is going to appear in every card. Let's find out. Anyway, we've got this light here. and sparks. It looks like all these swords are broken at the bottom. But this is calling on Kali, isn't it? The Hindu goddess. No is not a bad word. And again, we've got swords. And look at all this light here. And protective armour as well. Oh, the gift of yes. So we've got no and yes. That's interesting, isn't it? We've got no and yes. And here we've got like a hawk. So we're discerning what we're seeing with an eagle eye. But it's a hawk's eye, but yes. So far, very young presenting figures. But again, a sword and armour. It's sort of like a Joan of Arc feeling to this one. It says, grow your gratitude. Again, we've got this dark Gothic architecture in the background. Live your magic, again with the gold. And we've got the dagger here as opposed to a sword. The colours are gorgeous. Focus on the also. So as opposed to that yes, that no, there's this also energy as well. I don't really think you get the meaning of the card from the actual image so far anyway. I think we get it from the key phrase at the bottom. That's what's given us the energy, and then we can try and align that to the image on the card and the guidebook. What's going on here? Stop the spiral. It's quite dark, this one. It's a beautiful blue colour. Okay, I think this is a never-ending mirror. We can't really see the face, but it's repeating all the way down. But it's getting smaller. Or is it getting bigger as it comes towards us? Spiralling out of control, possibly. Change can be good. And here is a proactive energy. Making a potion. Oh, that's quite a powerful one, isn't it? The power of silence. And we can really clearly see the eyes and the ears. So it's listening and watching. Being vigilant. We'll quite often think of what we're going to say rather than listening to what's being said. Impress future you. So we have like a robot figure here. We've got this eye that is one of those like robotic eyes, and we've got a barcode there. Is that who we're going to be in the future if I'm still around? How very thought-provoking. Out of the darkness. So we're in a dark wood here. We've got, what are those skulls? Difficult to see, but I've got a feeling that's a skull image. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. Find your familiar. So that was we saw that, didn't we? Oh yeah, it's the beginning of the book. So these are their familiars, and again we've got the sword. The sword's not appearing in every card, but quite a few of them. And we've got a bird of prey. Is it a raven? It's a corvid. Listen to your heart. I'm trying so hard to listen to my heart. This is beautiful. And their hands over their eyes. Do we want to know what's going on, really? What are you waiting for? Oh, we've got this sort of fool energy, this childlike energy, this innocent energy going forward. And come what may, we're going for it anyway. I like that. Let down your guard. Yeah, putting a wall around your heart. Keeping everyone out. Laugh in the face of adversity. Well, this figure seems to have her arms crossed around their solar plexus. This is interesting. Turn the page. I love this light bulb necklace. Again, we've got this very strange eye and an open book. I think we've got Corvid there as well. It's a little difficult to see what's in the background of these cards, but then we are coming out of this darkness, hopefully. fail forward, not fall forward. It's fail forward. Ooh. Look at these sort of branches coming out of the eyes and the blood coming down. There's a cross pointing down with that finger there. We've got an animal in the background, but we've got a halo of light around this figure. Give yourself grace. These beautiful butterflies. And pops of colour. Stand your ground. Again, we've got this sword energy. Ask what is meant. So I thought that was quite confrontational, and it really is. We've got like this ram here in the background. So we've got this emperor energy, this stability. So in order to stay stable and grounded, we need to know really what is going on. What is the truth of the situation? And so instead of like trying to discern the meanings, actually ask what is meant, so we can be clear, so we can move forward. On the threshold, so this has got lovely green energy, green growth. It's also quite teal. I'm sorry about the plaster. I did cut my finger earlier. Talk about swords. Just sliced my own finger. I don't know what I'm doing with this finger. I mean, slam it in the gate. It's starting to heal a bit, I think. And then today, slicing it with a knife. Just trying to open a jar, actually, and the knife slipped. My dad would really remonstrate me for that. But I have trouble opening jars these days. They're so tight. Anyway, back to the deck. Oh, look at this dog. I've only just seen the dog. So he's got a faithful companion there. Nurture mind, body and spirit. Again, the sword. Yeah, it's difficult with some of these images just to get the meaning. I mean, if it wasn't there, I'd go, well, I wouldn't know what that card was for. I could see a strong female energy there, but I wouldn't really know that it meant nurture mind, body and spirit, to be fair. Magic of stories. Now that one is quite clear in the imagery, and I love reading. Obviously, I'm book 5 of the Vampire Diaries, but I do read a lot, and it opens new worlds. Love it. Opens your perspective. The storm will pass. We've had some great storms so far this year, and quite destructive. A poisoned arrow. Progress, not perfection. So this is the only mature image that I've seen. It's mature lady. What have we got in the mirror there? And we're holding a black cat, sitting on a bed. Seems to be a figure here as well. The images are beautiful, but there's so much detail. I just wonder if I can get that image there. A past love, maybe? Progress, not perfection. I mean, I understand what that means, but in relation to the image, I'm trying to actually ascertain how that goes together. It looks like spring here with these blossoming trees, but very dark and damp, and I don't know. I love the colour of this skirt though. Oh, lush. The hurt you hide. I think maybe there are many of us that are guilty of that. Threads of fates. Allow yourself rest. You've got crib. Oh, look. A doll. Dream. Oh, little toys. You've got this crescent moon on the ceiling and all these stars. Oh, it's lovely. What drags you down? Oh, look at this. Embrace uncertainty. This time the sword is here in the sand. Slay self-doubt. to the truth. That reminds me of that one. And a little bit like that one. Isn't that interesting? Sorry, there is noise outside. Someone's working. But yeah, look at this. Don't you think they're all very similar? So how, you could have that as stand your ground, couldn't you? Or cut to the truth. Quite easily. And vice versa. So yeah, it seems to be sort of repeating. Anyway, it's time. I like this image. Time's running out. It's a reminder to get going, isn't it? We've got the angel of death here with the skull over the face. This radiance here. Just to remind us to get going. Time is definitely running out in this hourglass. Feel your fire. Red eyes. Again, we've got a bird up here covered. A forge connection. So this is nice. This is like mother energy. Keep going. Keep going. We've got crystal in the beak here of this white raven. The ties that bind. How interesting is this one? There's a noose around the neck there. Who's holding the noose? Is this somebody behind them? Is this the same person's arms? Interesting. What matters most? Speak your truth. A white wolf. Celebrate it all. Affirm your worth. That lipstick. And hold on to hope. Oh, I've got this heart image. That card is meaning a lot to me at the moment. Don't really want to overshare, but I have got some health issues. So let's have a look at number 44. For me, being quite selfish here, but if it resonates with you, then take it too. Let's have a look at the guidebook. Hold on to hope. To bring more hope, joy, love and light into your life, embody these qualities and behave as though you are already abundant with them. Find one little spark of light and nurture it, fanning it into a blazing flame of inspiration and lighting the way forward for yourself and others. So it really is, it's the message of the whole deck, isn't it? And the message itself says, you can be hard to keep your faith in yourself and the world, but holding on to hope is essential. It gives you a reason to get up each day and to keep aiming for your goals even when it feels too hard. Hope is courage, self-belief and confidence. It's backing yourself and having certainty that you'll succeed despite naysayers, knowing you'll find a way forward through persistence and sheer grit. And the more you believe, the more you'll succeed, giving you more hope and thus more belief in a wonderful cycle of realistic optimism and enthusiasm. Some people consider hope a weakness, but it can be your greatest strength. It's the force that will keep you moving through sadness and frustration. It's not blind optimism or toxic positivity denying the reality of a situation or the size of an obstacle. It's not living in a fantasy land. Hope is the part of you that accepts the enormity of the task and is convinced you'll find a way through even if you can't see it yet. That's exactly where I am at the moment. That is exactly where I am. Anyway, if you're struggling to find hope, look for acts of kindness and focus on those. In a crisis, search for the helpers, taking comfort from their existence. Surround yourself with beauty and nature and those who are positive, encouraging and supportive. Reach out to friends and loved ones and allow them to boost your mood, inspire you and remind you of all you're capable of. Be each other's light and cheer each other on. Recall previous successes and how you achieved them, and reflect on past moments of joy and how you embodied them physically. You felt before the hope you seek now, and it will return. Be gentle with yourself if you're struggling. Keep looking for the glimmer of light within. It's always there, even if it's only the tiniest flicker you must carefully nurture into a flame. There's always something to celebrate and be grateful for. It doesn't always have to be something for you. Perhaps bringing joy to someone else is enough for the moment, or a new way for you to grow will provide hope. You can find happiness in the darkest of times if you search for that tiny spark, or if you become the light, a beacon of hope for yourself and others, and inspiration to all. And then we have some helpful deities. Call on Alpis, the Greek goddess of hope, whose name means hope, faith, expectation, trust and confidence. When Pandora opened the jar Zeus had entrusted her with, unleashing sickness, fear, strife and pain on the world, Alpis, the last spirit in the jar, decided to stay to provide hope to humanity. She's depicted as a young woman holding flowers in her arms, and sometimes the cornucopia or horn of plenty to imply abundance, and was considered at the time the only good deity remaining among humankind. You can also work with Alpis's counterpart, the Roman nature goddess Spes, who was considered the personification of hope for a successful harvest and an abundance of offspring, and hope, luck and good fortune in life and love. And then we have some affirmations. I can do this. There is light in every darkness, and I will find it. I am filled with hope, which spills out from me in ever-growing circles. I embody light and shine it outwards. I gratefully accept the support and encouragement of others and offer it in turn. I love this guidebook. This entry has just really spoken to me. I don't know if it's spoken to you, but it's definitely spoken to me. Soak in the comfort of the flickering candlelight as it illuminates what is in your heart. A light so bright is a beacon for others and should be a source of strength for you too. So I will nurture my heart and encourage the light to shine. So on reflection of this deck, on this first look through, this first walkthrough, I would say, apart from a few cards, there are a few cards where it doesn't apply, but in the majority of cards, the image doesn't always correlate with the message. This one does. Be your own guiding light. There's the guiding light. We can see in some of the images, it's very obvious what drags you down, and here we have hands pulling this person down. But yeah, nurture, mind, body and spirit doesn't really correlate to the image, I don't think. There's a few here that, as I said, without the keywords at the bottom, without the key phrase at the bottom, I would not know what this card image means. So I would need the text at the bottom, I would need the guidebook, but I think the guidebook is going to be fantastic based on that card that I read, the final card in the deck. That has really given me something to work with, and I'm so grateful for that. So that was my first look and impressions of Light in the Darkness Oracle by Serene Connolly, artwork by Cecilia GF. Thank you so much for watching and so much for being here. Bye friends, bye.